And welcome to me again. Okay, so I did say that I was going to read some of my book that I wrote, but I had a better idea. So at the moment I'm big into Percy Jackson by Rick Riordan, and for my birthday my mum got me the Heroes of Olympus books, thinking that they were Percy Jackson. So I'm going to be reading to you the first, I'm going to say chapter, if not first couple of pages. But yeah, so this is Heroes of Olympus, The Lost Hero. So this is the first book in the series. So here. Here, sorry, people just came into my room. I don't think they know I'm doing a video. So here I'm gonna read to you the blurb. So, 3 new heroes, 1 missing demigod, a curse that threatens them all. And if I fail, Jason asks. Great victory requires great risk, Juno admitted. Fail and there will be bloodshed like we have never seen. Demigods will destroy one another. The giants will overrun Olympus. Gaia will wake and the earth will shake off everything we have built over 5 millennia. It will be the end of us all. Great. Just great. So let's start. Chapter 1, Jason. Even before he got electrocuted, Jason was having a rotten day. He woke up in the back seat of a school bus, not sure where he was, holding hands with a girl he didn't know. That wasn't necessarily the rotten part. The girl was cute, but he couldn't figure out who she was or what he was doing there. He sat up and rubbed his eyes, trying to think. A few dozen kids were sprawled in the seats in front of him, listening to iPods, talking or sleeping. They all looked around his age. 15? 16? Okay, that was scary. He didn't know his own age. The bus rumbled along a bumpy road. Out of the windows, desert rolled by under a bright blue sky. Jason was pretty sure he didn't live in the desert. He tried to think back. The last thing he remembered, the girl squeezed his hand. Jason, you okay? She wore faded jeans, hiking boots, and a fleece snowboarding jacket. Her chocolate brown hair was cut choppy and uneven, with thin strands braided down the sides. She wore no makeup, like she was not trying to draw attention to herself, but it didn't work. She was seriously pretty. Her eyes seemed to change colour, like, I can never say this word, kaleidoscope. I hope I'm getting that right. Brown, blue and green. Jason let go of her hand. I don't. In the front of the car bus, a teacher shouted, All right, cupcakes, listen up! The guy was obviously a coach. His baseball cap was pulled low over his hair so you could just see his beady eyes. He had a wispy goatee and a sour face, like he'd eaten something mouldy. His buff arms and chest pushed against the bright orange polo shirt. His nylon workout pants and Nikes were spotless white. When I say Nikes, I call it Nikes. You can call it Nikes. I don't know how you say it, depending where you are. Were spotless white. A whistle hung from his neck, and a megaphone was clipped to his belt. He would have looked pretty scary if he hadn't been 5'0". When he stood up in the aisle, one of the students called, "Stand up, Coach Hedge." "I heard that," The coach scanned the bus for the offender. Then his eyes fixed on Jason, and his scowl deepened. A jolt went down Jason's spine. He was sure the coach knew he didn't belong there. He was going to call Jason out, demand to know what he was doing on the bus, and Jason wouldn't have a clue on what to say. But Coach Hedge looked away and cleared his throat. "We'll arrive in 3 minutes. In 5 minutes. Stay with your partner. Don't lose your worksheet. And if any of you precious little cupcakes causes any trouble on this trip, I will personally send you back to campus the hard way." He picked up a baseball bat and made like he was hitting a homer. Jason looked at the girl next to him. "Can he talk to us that way?" She shrugged. "Always does. This is wilderness school, where kids are like animals." She said it like it was a joke they'd shared before. "This is some kind of mistake," Jason said. "I'm not supposed to be here." The boy in front of him turned and laughed. "Yeah, right, Jason. We've all been framed. I didn't run away 6 times. Piper didn't steal a BMW. The girl blushed. "I didn't steal that car, Leo." "Oh, I forgot. Piper, what was your story?" "You talked the dealer into lending it to you." He raised his eyebrow at Jason like, "Can you believe her?" Leo looked like a Latino Santa elf with curly black hair, pointy ears, a cheerful babyish face, and a mischievous smile that told you right away this guy should not be trusted around matches or sharp objects. His long, nimble fingers wouldn't stop moving, drumming on the seat, sweeping his hair behind his ears, fiddling with the buttons on his army I don't know if I'm saying this right. Fatigue jacket. Either the kid was naturally hyper, or he hoped up on sugar and caffeine to give a heart attack to a water buffalo. "Anyway," Leo said, "I hope you've got your worksheet, because I used mine for spitwads days ago." "Why are you looking at me like that? Somebody draw on my face again?" "I don't know you," Jason said. So I'm not going to read the whole chapter, it's very long.